Hey everyone, and dobro pojalovat! My name is DireAjurah and this is Siberian Gaming review. So not so long ago, I played some racing game, crashed into a tree, and suddenly found myself in an old and abandoned mansion. Quickly, I found some ghosts and a weird demon that wasn't really happy to see me. As usual, I had some salt, M4, and some scotch. What? Were you expecting to hear AK and vodka?
Surprise, motherfucker!
Now that I made you confused just like your physics teacher, allow me to begin. Today's game is called Silver Chains, and of course it's a horror game made in the motherland. So before I say any other word, yes, go buy it. Now! What, I'm supposed to be unbiased? Oh well, then here we go. As usual, allow me to begin from the story without giving away major spoilers. The story takes you to the beginning of the 20th century. Our hero, Peter, crashes his car and finds his way to a mansion. From outside, he sees a light and even someone's figure. But before knocking on the door, he loses conscience. However, when he wakes up, suddenly he's inside a mansion that looks completely abandoned. So what happens inside the mansion? Surprise, surprise, you have to solve some puzzles to unlock new areas in order to figure out what is even going on in this place. The house is pretty big and has 3 floors and many doors to open. As usual, you will find pages lying around that will help you to understand what happened here. Most of them are from a diary written by the mother of the family that lived here and will tell you the story from her point of view. Soon enough, Peter understands that this place is haunted when he encounters the ghosts of a boy and a girl, Timmy and Ellie. Well, they are not really dangerous, so most you should worry about are random jump scares. But they are not the only entities here. There's also the mother, and she's angry at Peter. She will chase him, so we better hide in the closet. Unexpected, right? Eventually, as you figure out more, you will find out that Peter is not a random person to this house, so instead of just trying to leave this place, you need to do a ritual. Wow, sounds familiar. But finishing the ritual won't be easy because you will be chased by the handsome "What the hell is this thing?" So overall, the game tells you the story pretty much as it's supposed to. It's not a bad story, but it's rather generic and recycled. Ghosts of children? Check. Angry ghosts that chasing you? Check. Luigi board? Check. Creepy doll? Check, check, check. I think I just won a horror bingo. What was my prize again? Rewatching the whole Twilight Saga for a week without sleeping? Oh jeez. Guess the next game I'm gonna play is about me escaping from an asylum. Well, back on review rails. If you make an AI learn 1,000 horror stories and then make it write its own story, probably you will get something like this. It's good enough for one walkthrough, if you don't expect something exceptional. And now, as usual, let me tell you whether the game is scary or not. The short answer is yes, it's quite scary. The house looks abandoned indeed, making it believable that you can meet a ghost out of nowhere. It's not overly creepy, so I'd say it's in the golden middle. You continue to move from room to room with some decent jump scares until you finally meet her, the mother. And it's quite unexpected and actually scary. If she catches you, be prepared to be lifted in the air by those strong arms of hers. You will meet her a couple more times until you will finally reveal the truth about this house and meet this totally not generic demon. A bit of hide and seek and catch to successfully finish the story. The demon is a bit creepy, but not enough to be considered scary. And if he catches you, you will see the same scene, but this time with the demon instead of the mother. And now let me talk about the gameplay. Overall, it's a typical horror gameplay with opening applications, solving riddles and hiding somewhere when you're being chased. But it does have something interesting to offer. Around mid-game, you have to collect some stuff, and in order to find them, you use a special monocle that shows you a general location of the item. Well, it's your job to find where exactly each one is located, and sometimes you even have to use the monocle to unveil the path to that location. The monocle itself is a bit bugged for my taste, so in the first playthrough it's slightly overcomplicated and sometimes makes no sense. So, how would I rate this game? Is it a good game? I'd say it's too basic. As I already mentioned, this is exactly what I imagine when I think about a generic horror game. We get an average mystic story surrounding an abandoned house and some scary moments. Overall, I did enjoy the game and I'd say it gets a passing grade, 3.6. Not great, not terrible. Well, 5.1 if we leave the memes aside. Additionally, the whole ritual part did remind me of the Don't Knock Twice that I reviewed before. If I compare between the two titles, Silver Chains definitely gets a better rating from me, as the game delivers the story in a better way and feels a complete game. So if you decide to purchase the game, be prepared to somewhat decent horror experience. Beside that, the achievements are rather easy to get, so your perfect games list on Steam would really appreciate this addition. So I hope you find this review helpful. Those who play the game, feel free to comment whether or not you agree with me. Take care and have a nice day. I'm DireAjurah and I'm out to play some other games.